Welcome to the update. I'm Eleanor Quirk. Melbourne's CBD is returning to normal after days of violent protests outside the city's convention centre. More charges were laid on the final day of the Land Forces Defence Conference, with Victorian taxpayers set to foot the $30 million bill for extra police resources. Defence Minister Richard Marles condemning the violence by protesters.
We really do need to have a very clear respect for those who wear our nation's uniform and for the companies which supply the equipment which enable those people to do their job.
A mother whose two children were found dead in their Blue Mountains home has now been charged with their murder. The 42-year-old had been in hospital under police guard after the bodies of the boys aged 9 and 11 were found by their father. The driver of the wedding bus that crashed, killing 10 people, is appealing his sentence. Lawyers for Brett Button filing an intention to appeal after the 59-year-old was sentenced to 32 years behind bars with a 24-year non-parole period. A new report has found nearly half of all Australians lack first aid skills. The study found 80% of people agree CPR is important, but found half felt it intimidating. Trainer Parker St Clair says first aid training can save lives.
First aid skills, they enable individuals to provide prompt and effective care in emergency situations, which can be crucial for stabilising a person's condition and preventing the situation from worsening until professional medical help arrives.
And the two NASA astronauts stuck in space say they're not worried about their extended stay. Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams remain stranded at the International Space Station until February after the Boeing Starliner spacecraft they were on was deemed unsafe to return to Earth with passengers. Williams says they're remaining positive.
The up part is we're here with our friends. We've got a ride home, and we're looking forward to the next couple months and doing a lot of stuff for the International Space Station.
Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, and the AFL will investigate a post-game incident involving Port Adelaide coach Ken Hinkley after Port's 3-point semi-final win over the Hawks. Hinkley was seen spitefully taunting Jack Ginnivan after the match before Hawks captain James Sicily stepped in. The Port coach admitting his emotions got the better of him after a social media post by Ginnivan during the week.
What was done during the week was done, and I responded to it in an emotional state, which shouldn't be the case.
From now, will you try and speak to Jack and James after what happened?
No, I don't think so, because I don't think at the moment it's the right time for me to have that conversation with anyone.
And Nathan Cleary has silenced any doubt over his injured shoulder, starring for the Panthers in their 30-10 qualifying final win over the Roosters. To entertainment, and Justin Timberlake has reached a plea deal in his drink-driving criminal case. He's pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of driving while impaired after he was arrested back in June in the Hamptons. Outside court, the 43-year-old urged others to learn from his mistake.
I try to hold myself to a very high standard for myself, and this was not that. This was not that. I found myself in a position where I could have made a different decision, but I've had some time to reflect on that.
And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you again soon for another episode of The Update.